Good day everyone. Today we are going to tackle about the subsurface flow or the basic subsurface flow or the steady state condition. Before we proceed, let's find out the definition of the subsurface flow. What is the subsurface flow? Subsurface flow refers to the flow of water below Earth's surface as part of the hydrologic cycle. Law of Darcy: confined and unconfined aquifers. Confined aquifer. A confined aquifer is a geologic formation, sediment, or rock that contains body of water trapped within sediment underneath the ground by at least one confining layer. Two types of confining layers. Aquitard. Layer that slows but does not completely stop water from passing through. Alkiclude. Layer that is impermeable or does not allow any amount of water to pass through. How does water find its way if it is having a hard time to pass through confining layers? Most waters find its way to the aquifer through an unconfined area, usually much farther from where we like to put our well, and travels for hundreds or thousands of years through the sediment to where our well is. Unconfined aquifer. An unconfined, an unconfined aquifer is a body of water that isn't sediment or rock, just beneath the surface. This aquifer receives direct infiltration from the surface when it rains and snow. The surface of the saturated zone is the water table. The Darcy's Law, formulated by Henry Darcy in 1856. It was a result of experiments of water through beds of sand. Darcy's Law application, used to describe oil, water, and gas flows through petroleum reservoir. The flow of water through an aquifer. Darcy's law is a mathematical statement which neatly summarizes several familiar properties that groundwater flowing in aquifers exhibits, including: if there is no pressure gradient over a distance, no flow occurs. There are hydrostatic conditions. If there is a pressure gradient, flow will occur from high pressure towards low pressure opposite the direction of increasing gradient, hence the negative sign in Darcy's law. The greater the pressure gradient through the same formation material, the greater the discharge rate. And the discharge rate of fluid will often be different through different formation materials, or even through the same material in different directions, even if the same pressure gradients. Darcy's law equation. Darcy's law describes the relationship among the instantaneous rate of discharge through porous medium and pressure drop at a distance. Darcy's law is expressed as Q equals negative Ka dH over dL, whereas Q is the rate of water flow, K is the hydraulic conductivity, A is the column cross-section area, and dH over dL indicates a hydraulic gradient. Groundwater flow in confined aquifer. Confined aquifer. A confined aquifer is an aquifer below the land surface that is saturated with water. Layers of impermeable material are both above and below the aquifer, causing it to be under pressure so that when the aquifer is penetrated by a well, the water will rise above the top of the aquifer. Groundwater in a confined aquifer is under pressure and will rise up inside a borehole drilled into the aquifer. The level to which the water rises is called the pluviometric surface. An artesian flow is where water flows out of the borehole under natural pressure. How confined aquifers recharge? Confined aquifers may be replenished or recharged by rain or stream water in infiltrating the rock at some considerable distance away from the confined aquifer. Groundwater in these aquifers can sometimes be thousands of years old. The assumptions on confined aquifer under steady state flow condition, the groundwater level, piezometric level in confined aquifer or water table in the confined aquifer remains constant with time. Steady groundwater flows occurs in an aquifer system when the rate of groundwater recharge is equal to the rate of groundwater discharge. TM equation. TM equation calculation of discharge in confined aquifer using TM's formula for steady radial flow. Discharge through confined aquifer can be calculated from the formula. Q equals to 2.303 Q log R over RW over 2 pi m times h minus h sub 2, whereas K is coefficient of permeability, m is thickness of aquifer, R sub W is the radius of the well, T is transmissibility of aquifer or the key M. Consider that the recharge to the aquifer within the influenced zone of the pump well equals the rate of discharge of the well so that the drawdown remains stabilized and therefore steady state exists. The above equation is called equilibrium or Thiem's equation, and it's used to determine geometric at any point and a radial distance from the center of the well. Carrying the logic further, if the piezometric heads into observations, well say each sub 1 and each sub 2 at 2 points R sub 1 and R sub 2, distance radially away respectively from the center of the pump well are measured during the pumping test. Coefficient of permeability K can be easily calculated. The formula can be written as follows: R sub 2 greater than R sub 1. The above method is popularly called Thiem's method. Groundwater flow in unconfined aquifer. An unconfined aquifer is defined as a body of water formed from groundwater, rainwater, runoff on stream with its water table or upper surface open to the atmosphere. They can be problematic as they fluctuate under atmospheric pressure. Unconfined aquifers have clay, sand, and gravel layers which can complicate the process of dewatering an area where drilling or microtunneling is to be carried out. Unconfined aquifer is formed when groundwater or runoff seeps through the pores in the permeable rock and soil and collects in impermeable rock strata. The upper water surface of the aquifer or the water table is at atmospheric pressure, so rises and falls, and is more impacted by drought conditions than confined aquifers. Unconfined aquifer can be found below the rivers and streams and consist of layers of sand, limestone, and gravel. The use of water in unconfined aquifer. The water from unconfined aquifers is mainly used for domestic and agricultural purposes. How is water released from an unconfined aquifer? Unconfined aquifers release water from storage by means of drainage of the aquifer material spores, and since it drains, large quantities of water are released. How an unconfined aquifer form? Aquifers must be both permeable and porous and include such rock types as sandstone, conglomerate, fractured limestone, and unconsolidated sand and gravel. How an unconfined aquifers recharge? Recharge typically occurs via infiltration of rainfall or snowmelt to the water table, but can also result from human activities such as irrigation or cropland. Unconfined aquifers are usually recharged by rain or stream water infiltrating directly through the overlying soil. How an unconfined aquifer discharge? Discharge can occur via springs or seeps, and it can take place beneath surface water bodies like lakes, streams, estuaries, or the ocean. The assumption an unconfined aquifer. The aquifer is pumped at a constant discharge rate. The well penetrates entire saturated thickness of the aquifer. The gradient between the pumping well and monitoring wells is at steady state. The Depoit-Thiem equation. The Depoit-Thiem equation is normally used to assess flow towards a pumping well in unconfined aquifers under steady-state condition. The pressure head at the bottom of the tank along one axis can be measured to assess the flow profile every 0.1 meter between the well and the tank wall. H1 squared minus H2 squared equals 2.303 Q over pi K times log 10 R over R sub W, whereas R is 300 S squared of K and R radius of influence in meters. K is coefficient of permeability in meter per second. R sub W is radius of the well, and S is drawdown at well in meters.